This is the Following the Nerd podcast.
Hello, Ghostbusters. You do? You have? No kidding. Guys, these people are following the nerd. Although why they rang me to tell me is a bit of a mystery. Seems like some kind of clunky shout-out for a radio show. I'm not actually Janine Melnitz, you know. I'm Laura Summer, the voice artist who played her. Seriously, how do these nerds keep getting my number?
Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano on Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I follow the nerd.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, ooh, aye, speakers.
Oh, aye.
Walter's at the speakers, right up. Aye, alright. Right, okay, this is Shine 102.4 FM. You are following the nerd. I'm Mark.
I'm Carl Reese.
Okay.
Well, everyone else has been linked to it, so why not me?
Yeah, fair enough. You are, of course.
Carl Reese.
Yeah, okay.
Spartacus Jay.
There you go. Yes. Yeah, so we're with you for about another 2 hours tonight. All going well.
3.
If you're listening to the show live, you can text us in the studio on 079 252 89820.
Preferably do it at about 11:45 and tell us to get off air.
Yes, please go home. If you can get us at any time on Facebook at facebook.com/following nerd or Twitter at nerd following. It's exciting, right?
And what they should tell us tonight, because this is a very, I don't know how I'm going to segue into this, their favourite ghost-related movies, TVs, and comics.
All right, okay.
They'll find out why in a few seconds.
Yes, well, of course, the reason why is because tonight we're going to have on the show live, we're going to be speaking to Rich and Lesley, who are the guys behind a documentary called Ghostwatch Behind The Curtain. Do you remember Ghostwatch?
Well, we were talking about this.
You don't remember it?
Yeah, I've slept since then. I think I remember bits of it. I remember the end where it went black, I think. And the kind of furore afterwards where people didn't know if it was real or not. And there was a bit of dead air for about 30 seconds.
Yes, it was a mockumentary. It was a documentary mockumentary.
It must have been one of the first.
16, yeah, I mean, it was the original Blair Witch. It was 16 years ago, I think it was.
Well, look, I was in diapers.
Okay. Yeah, but that was just the anyway.
Yeah.
So, and basically what they did was they aired it on Halloween night. It was, nobody knew that it was a made-for-TV production. Everybody was on the impression of it live. What they did was they basically did like a live broadcast from a supposedly haunted house on Halloween night. And as the night went on, creepy little things happened, and it kept going back to the studio. Michael Aspel presented it, and it kept going back to the studio.
And the married couple.
Yeah, and I believe the ghost in it was called Pipes. I'm pretty sure the ghost was called Pipes. That was the name of the kids called the ghost Pipes. And I kept going back to the studio, and things would happen. It'd be a wee bit creepy, and then at the end, basically all hell broke loose, and it went dead. And everybody, because I remember watching it. I watched it with my mum and dad, and I remember, they were like, "Was that real? What was that?" And it was pretty scary stuff. So these guys, what they've done is they've made a documentary about it, and we're going to be talking to them a little bit later on. So I mean, it's a Halloween. It's more of a Halloween show, but what the hell?
Hey, well, we're never good with time.
Ghosts are always good.
Ghosts,
right?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yes, we're going to be talking a wee bit about Ghostbusters later on. Toy Fair, of course. New York Toy Fair just finished last weekend.
And if Mark's bank manager is listening, do not give him any money.
That would be my wife.
Actually, Jacqueline, do not give him any money. That said, I like them as well.
She's seeing the tally go up by the day. This is going to be a very costly year.
That is, but they look good.
Yeah. I mean, everything is coming out this year, to be honest with you. It looks amazing. But we're also going to be talking about, you've seen it, you've seen the trailer for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Come on, you have to do it.
What's that?
Do the noise.
Well, who got Jacka? Well, of course, wow.
What we were just saying a minute or two ago, so many naysayers before the trailer. Like, what's Guardian Galaxy? It's a talking tree. What's this going to be? It's going to be rubbish. trailer comes out, the internets have gone wild with fans of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Now, the movie could still be crap, but based on that trailer, it's going to be one of the best things Marvel has done.
My concern is that what we're going to do is we're going to get a really good movie,
yeah,
but it's going to be a very hard sell.
It's not going to be what people are expecting after Iron Man, Thor, and
because it looks not. I mean, this is Star Wars. This looks more like Star Wars than it does a Marvel movie.
Or maybe even not that. I mean, I think they're deliberately playing not for laughs. They're taking it seriously, but it has got tongue-in-cheek comedy as well.
Yeah,
more so even than Iron Man, which had a bit.
Okay.
But the one thing that people are already saying is Firefly.
Yeah, because there's a very
yeah.
We'll talk about it more.
Or Farscape even.
Yeah, Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Are you a fan of that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we've got a wee bit of news about that as well. And
in Whedon we trust.
We've got in Whedon we trust. We've got a lot of news about Gotham, the upcoming TV series from DC Comics.
Mrs. Will Smith.
Yes, and
Harvey Bullock.
Harvey Bullock. Logue has been talking about the vibe and the feel of the series, which sounds quite interesting.
Do you know what? 99 characters and not one of them's Batman.
Right, okay.
I'm Philip Glenister, Gene Hunt, and I'm following the nerd.
I just got outbid by 50 pence on a vintage 1980s role-playing Ghostbusters game.
Why didn't you ask them to sell it to you now?
It's your fault.
How is it my fault?
It was your fault.
What advice did I give you?
You advised me on eBay. And
I did.
And I listened.
No, you didn't listen. I said put as much as you're willing to spend on. And you didn't.
Swear, honestly, the American military wishes it a sniper like me. And tonight I did it properly.
See, you got bitten in the backside. That's why.
I did get bitten in the backside. Yeah.
So if Carol's listening, I know nothing about eBay.
Yes, and Jacqueline's probably like, yes. Thank you, Jay. Okay, so, right, the thing that everybody's been talking about this week is the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
It has hit big time.
It has. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
Tell us a wee bit about Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, this Guardians of the Galaxy is not the one I am totally familiar with.
Okay.
Because this is much more, like you said, a bit more like Star Wars, Firefly, Farscape, even Stargate. It's not your typical superhero, even spacefaring one. But the Guardians of the Galaxy I was familiar with had Vance Astrovix, which was almost a Captain America fan in the future. It had an archer, it had a guy made out of diamonds. It's not this one. But this one, I mean, it is a bunch of criminals who get together. Do you know what it is? American Blake 7 with a talking tree and a raccoon with a machine gun.
With a talking tree and a raccoon with yeah, I mean, I gotta say this. I said this to you on the break. The way I see this is potentially the best Marvel movie yet, or one of the best.
It
Marvel
will be
movies
one of,
yet.
and especially in hindsight.
Yes, but I think it's going to be a very hard sell because it's like nothing else.
But maybe that's what Marvel need to do that, because it is, people get bored if every time they see it, it's the same formula as Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Avengers.
I agree, but what I'm saying is that Joe Public, the non-comic book fan who thinks these movies are cool but wouldn't read a comic book, I think this is going to scare them off.
Except the fact that maybe this is where they're being clever, going for a comic that isn't that well known.
Yeah.
You know, by doing that, they're maybe trying to open it up to a wider audience.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to have to, because
even the comic book fans don't know enough about this.
Yeah.
Even Stan Lee, as we said.
I don't know very much about this at all.
I know very little about this version of Guardians of the Galaxy and a little bit about the older version.
Mm-hmm.
If Stan Lee doesn't know Guardians of the Galaxy, that tells you something.
Yeah.
But no, I think the hype, the ball is going to start rolling now, because that trailer was one of the best I've seen. It just introduced them so well. The music was stunningly good. What do you call him? Not Aran Ivanovic. The prison guard in the background who goes...
Oh, Sarah Venowitz.
Him as well. What a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah, what a bunch of a-holes.
That's just going to go around the internets forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. Now, one of the things the thing that most people are talking about, and the comic fans and non-comic fans alike, is Rocket Raccoon.
Well, he's going to be... he's not going to be a Jar Jar.
No.
He's going to be one of the core of this, not the joke.
Yeah.
He just looks so good.
Yeah, now the thing is about Rocket Raccoon, for anybody that doesn't know, he is exactly what he says in the tin.
He's a raccoon.
He's a
called Rocket.
Called Rocket, who usually runs around with big, huge machine guns.
Yeah, because he's not like your normal raccoon, because they're normally quite placid and nice.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit foul-mouthed and not very... I don't think he's had his cup of tea in the morning.
No. And he has a pet called Groot. Well, he's not really a pet. He's
an enforcer bodyguard.
Who's basically a big walking tree voiced by Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that everybody's worried about with Rocket Raccoon, not worried about, but what everybody wants to know is how is he going to sound? Mm-hmm. Because, you know, he could have a wee small squeaky voice because he's a raccoon, but he kind of looks like he should have a big
He's going to have a
kick-ass
He's going to have a Lobo voice, yeah.
Okay, well, we have
a
little bit of what he's going to sound
what
like.
is it? Is it the squeaky? It's Mickey Mouse, isn't it?
This is Bradley Cooper, who everybody knows from Alias and the A-Team and, you know...
The Hangover.
Yeah, The Hangover and...
American Hustle?
American Hustle. He voices Rocket Raccoon. And up until this point, nobody has known what way he's going to voice it. Okay, so this is just broke. This has been released by Marvel just literally minutes ago. This is how Rocket Raccoon sounds. This is a wee bit about Bradley Cooper, and he's talking about Rocket and how he sounds. And in the middle of it, you're going to hear a little clip from the little furry fellow himself.
Check out the rap sheet. Wanted on over 50 charges of vehicular theft and escape from lockup.
Rocket is the heart of the movie in a lot of ways.
This one here's our booty.
Rocket has some real anger issues. This is the kind of movie I'd like to see. There's nothing like it, that's for sure.
Okay, now if you didn't hear it, let's take another little listen to what Rocket.
This one here's our booty.
Yeah, I like it. You know what? He's got attitude.
It's an attitude, but it's not over the top. It's not squeaky, thank God.
Yeah.
It's just a gruff voice.
It's just a voice.
In a 2-foot-high raccoon.
Yeah. And
yeah.
it looks so good. They've really... Obviously, this is the selling point of the movie. This Rocket Raccoon, he's going to be the little plush toys. He's going to be the cool action figure that everybody wants. He's going to be the thing everybody's talking. He's the Tony Stark of this movie.
He's the Yoda for this generation.
He's the Yoda. He has the potential. And God, the fur! Look at the animation.
It doesn't look like animation.
No, it's so good.
But also, at Star-Lord, he could steal it because he is so egotistical. He thinks. I love the line in it that also known as Star-Lord. Who calls him that? Well, mostly himself.
But I'm going to see. We'll see if I can't get the trailer. Now Chris Pratt, of course, everybody knows right now because he's the voice of Emmett in the Lego movie. Did you get to see the Lego movie?
Of course I did.
Did you love the Lego movie?
I loved it, especially the end.
Awesome.
The end. Oh, don't. I've now got a Pavlov's reaction to that I start singing every time I hear that, so I'm not going to do it. My
kids, all you hear in the house, everything's quiet, and then the next thing you hear my wee fella going, everything is awesome, and then you hear my wee girl in some other part of the house going, everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Do you and Jacqueline start?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
All the time.
That's okay.
So we'll see. Can we get the... I'm looking for the trailer everywhere in there. It's
right in front of you.
Chris Pratt. He was in Wanted. He's been in a lot of other things as well. But he's a
this could be his
unknown
year, though.
actor.
Not his year. The next couple of years could be his.
Yeah, because he is pretty much unknown. Let's take a wee listen to the trailer here as well. Of course, we're going to go to our interview very, very soon as well. But let's take a wee listen to this trailer.
Hey, cool, man. No problem. No problem at all.
Who are you?
Star-Lord.
Who?
Well, Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Forget it.
We arrested these 5 on Xandar. Check out the rap sheets. Drax, a.k.a. the Destroyer. Since his wife and family were killed, he's been on a rampage across the galaxy in his search for vengeance. Gamora, soldier, assassin, wanted on over a dozen counts of murder. Rocket, wanted on over 50 charges of vehicular theft and escape from lockup.
What the hell?
Groot, he's been traveling recently as Rocket's personal houseplant / muscle. Peter Jason Quill. He's also known as Star-Lord.
Who calls him that?
Himself, mostly. He's wanted largely on charges of minor assault, public intoxication, and fraud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked. Hey, that's mine. You son of a... Hey, take those headphones off right now!
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
You know, every time I watch that, I like it more.
And you giggle, because I start giggling. Yeah.
You know, there's a few words come to mind. Fun, exciting, huge.
And Star-Lord.
And Star-Lord.
Who's Star-Lord?
He's the guy who basically